to 600. I would have been made it to 600 if I was a little bit more consistent. But look, we made it. That's all that matters. We made it. Same as always, thank you for everybody who decided to just subscribe to this channel, man. It makes me so happy to see constantly on a day-to-day basis everybody just like, oh my god, JoeBN, you're just amazing. You're just the best. You're the best YouTuber ever. Nobody's saying that, but I'm thinking it. I'm really thinking it in my head that like people are saying that. So if y'all want to start saying that, go ahead. Thank you for everybody that's watching this. Thank you for all the new subscribers that might be coming from this video alone. Thank you. As always, every milestone we celebrate, like I've always said, every single video, you can go back, it's all documented. Every video I say the same thing. Every milestone we gonna celebrate because that's what you gotta do, bro. That's what you gotta do. You gotta celebrate every single step of the way. And look, we at 600. 600! In this video, we're gonna talk about drugs. We're gonna talk about drugs and alcohol. That's the moral of the story, is drugs. But before we get to that, look, I came prepared. I got bullet points. Yeah. Just like every milestone video, I'm here to motivate. I'm here to give advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something spiritually for your testicles. First things first, right? What I got here. Just a reminder. Keep blocking out outside sources. They don't matter. Remember that. I said that in the last video. Block out all the haters, whatever you want to call them. Haters, masturbators, whatever. Block them all out, bro. They don't matter. They don't matter at all in the grand scheme of things. You gonna be posting videos and there's gonna be people in your comment section like, you ain't never gonna make it, you ugly ass bitch. You gotta block people like that out, bro. You have to block them out because they gonna hate regardless. Like, it don't matter. Like, I know so many people that are afraid to start because they're afraid of what somebody else gonna say. You gotta block that nonsense out, bro. You just gotta do it for you, bro, and nobody else. You gotta do it for you and nobody else. But the main thing, you know, this been on my mind actually. All of this been on my mind, but this been on my mind. The main thing that I really want to drive home, because this is something, and we about to get real. This is something that the hurdle that I had to jump over, right? We're gonna get to the harsh truths. That's another one of my bullet points. I came prepared, I told you. You're gonna have to look, and this gonna sound crazy. In order to do this, you gotta cut off some people. You gotta cut off, not all the way, right? Like, if they really your friends, like, and I'm talking about friends. If they really your friends, they'll understand. They know that you're pursuing bigger things, bigger goals, bigger everything, bigger accomplishments, everything. They know that you're doing that. So like, look, they understand. Just like me, and I'm gonna bring this to me. I had a hobby of going to work, busting my ass, like bust it, baby, busting my ass. Coming home, I had maybe like 3 hours because I had to shower, do all of this. Come home, get ready. Put clothes up for the next day of work to bust my ass again. And I might have like 2 to 3 hours to game or do something. And them 2 or 3 hours to game or do something was spent online with the boys on PlayStation 8, whatever, and just grinding out, playing whatever. And then when I realized that like I really wanted to like do this, like do content creation and like start putting forth effort into doing this, and then I had to realize that I had to fit that into my schedule that I already had, like my hobbies that I already had, like gaming and shit. There was like a conflict. There was like a conflict. There was a conflict in things, bro. And I was like, damn, I really don't want to give up gaming night with the boys, but I really want to pursue this. And you got to make executive decisions. If you really about this, if you really want this, bro, you're going to have to make executive decisions, dog. You're going to have to look at that and be like, dang, instead of hopping on, getting home and hopping on and playing Destiny or playing Call of Duty or playing 2K, whatever you niggas do, I need to do this. I need to make a video. I need to edit the video I made yesterday. I need to do this. And that's gonna be hard for you, especially if you develop the habit of gaming with your boys already. Like every night we do this, no questions asked. I just hop on. That's gonna be hard for you, and it was hard for me. And I love my boys. It was hard for me. Like I was like, dang, I'm struggling because like I wanna grind, I wanna be happy and do this, but I have to record. And it's gonna make it seem like it's a chore. It's gonna make it seem like it's whatever. But if it's something you're really passionate about, you need to fall in love with the process. You ask anybody that's big, right? And I've studied this. I've watched so many interviews of people that are like big content creators, whatever. And they all say the same thing. You have to fall in love with the process. You have to fall in love with the process of recording. You have to fall in love with the process of editing. You have to fall in love with these things, because if you don't fall in love with it, it's gonna get hard. It's gonna be hard for you to do it, bro. It's gonna be extremely hard. You're gonna be doing this shit and you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta do this, man. Fuck, I don't wanna do this. I would rather just hop on the game. I would rather do this. You have to fall in love with the process, dog. You got to. You gotta fall in. You gotta like recording. You gotta get to the point where you like, and you don't have to do it immediately, because I didn't like recording immediately. Like, I was afraid to record. Shit, I didn't want to turn my camera on. I was all ugly as shit. I didn't want to turn the fucking camera on. I didn't want nobody to see my face, nigga. But then I eventually got to the point where I stopped giving a fuck, which y'all need to do too. You gotta get to the point where you stop caring about your appearance and all these physical things, because they don't matter to anybody but you and your brain. But you gotta get to the point where you enjoy doing it, bro. And I don't want to say force yourself, but you gotta like do it over and over again. You start like, oh, okay, I like this. Okay, you gotta develop new habits. That was another bullet point. You gotta develop new habits, bro. Habits, routines, friendships will suffer. Yes, I kind of went over that. Some friendships, look, some of them friendships, they gonna go. And at the end of the day, bro, look, if this is something you truly passionate about, some of them niggas gotta go. And if they don't understand, they not really your friends, bro, because your friends will really want to see you do what you want to, like what you passionate about, and they want to see you succeed. If you come to them and be like, look, man, I can't hop on the game tonight, I'm gonna do this video. If they call you a lame loser ass nigga, then you gotta cut them off, bro. Because they probably was not that great of a friend anyway to begin with if they said all that. But you gotta cut them niggas off. Nothing in this world should matter more than doing what you love. And if you love gaming with your friends more than actually being a content creator or wanting to be a content creator, then go ahead, keep gaming with your friends. Fuck it. Don't even do this shit. See, like, you know, do whatever you want. But if you actually love, or you actually are passionate about becoming and doing this, bro, you gotta make some sacrifices. I'm sorry. Some of the niggas gotta go. You don't got time for it, especially if you busting your ass at Amazon or UPS, or some of you niggas are working some slave job, these slave jobs that they got y'all working. You don't got time. They got your ass up at 6 all the way to goddamn 6. 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, like in the evening. You get home, you barely got time to do shit. All of that time needs to go to your dream, your passion, because you don't want to be working for these niggas like for the rest of your life. And that's another thing I kind of touched on. It's like, it's really hard when you working 9 to 5, bro, because you feel exhausted. I mean, like you at work, like constant, like you at work thinking about your dream, and then you get home and you like exhausted. You don't even want to do your dream. Like you don't even want to put forth the effort to do your dream. You giving these niggas more effort to shit that you don't want to do than the shit you actually want to do. That's sad. You got to get out of that mindset. You have to be a hustler in this shit, bro. You have to force yourself. That's what, bro, anybody will tell you, bro. The times that you don't want to do some shit is the time you need to do some shit. You ask anybody that works out. The days that you don't feel like working out are the days that you actually need to work out. It's the same for this. The times that you don't want to record, the times you don't feel like editing that video, you need to go do it. You need to force yourself to do it. You just got home from busting your ass, lifting up every box in the fucking building. Your coworker not helping you at all. He on lunch break for like 10 hours. You get home, you exhausted as shit. You just want to hop on PlayStation, or you want to just lay out in the bed. No, you need to record something, do something, grind. That's the time you need to grind. Those are the hours you need to put in. You need to work harder for your dream than you working harder for the white man. Or I'm not trying to be racist. Well, your boss might be black. I'm just saying. You need to be working harder for your dreams than working harder for another nigga dream. Y'all working harder for another nigga's dream than your own dream. That's crazy. Hell no, don't do that. What's my next bullet point? Like, you're not gonna see any success early. I think most people know that, but a lot of people are afraid of that. A lot of this stuff gonna be stuff that I've touched on in the past, because like the first couple of videos I was speaking to like 2 people. The next video I'm speaking to like 10. The next video I'm speaking to 20. So look, it might be the same message, but you gotta understand, I was not always speaking to the same people, so I gotta sometimes reiterate myself. I gotta sometimes, and this stuff don't change. It's not like this new stuff. I'm telling y'all the same shit because you need to hear the same shit. Some people need the shit beat over the back of their head, bro. Some people need this repeated over and over and over until it sticks. And that's why I'm doing this, because you're seeing me, like, some niggas wait until they got it to tell other niggas how to get it. And like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I just feel like it's more powerful to tell y'all while I'm doing it and climbing, so it hits even harder when I make it. And you can go back and look at every single video and be like, damn, he was preaching the same shit over and over. 100 subscribers, he's preaching the same shit. 200, he's preaching the same shit. 300, 400, 500, 600, he was preaching the same shit over and over. He was telling you, he was never faltering. It never changed, bro. He was preaching the same message to niggas. It didn't matter. He was at 0 subscribers telling niggas how to hustle. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna see success early. And I think a lot of people want to see everything. Especially in this day and age, a lot of people just want to see everything blow up fast. That's why people would prefer to start on TikTok or whatever, because TikTok, you can see the numbers go up quicker and you can see people start subscribing quicker and whatever. Everybody want everything fast. But if you're doing it on YouTube, bro, you gotta get used to the slow process. Your first video gonna flop. Your second video gonna flop. Your third video gonna flop. Your fourth, you might drop 200 videos and they all flop. And flop as in, like, you might get 1 or 2 videos. I mean, 1 or 2 views that's not yourself and your grandmama. That's just how it is, bro. That's just how it is. You gotta keep going. You gotta realize, I mean, I said this in the last video. There was an interview with Kaiser that was talking about his blow up, who's one of the biggest fucking streamers ever now. That nigga, when he started on YouTube, he was grinding while he was in college or whatever, was like, niggas were trying to go to parties and he was like, nah, I gotta edit this video, I gotta blah, blah, blah. And he would post videos and he'd get like two views. He would spend hours on hours on hours. And that's what you're gonna do. You might spend hours, because I did that. When I first started out, I was spending hours on an edit. Just editing a video. And I wasn't even editing that crazy. I still ain't. But I wasn't editing that crazy. I would just chop here and there and just move it. But that would take me forever because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I would spend hours on that video just for it to get like 3 views, bro. And some niggas, that's gonna happen to them and they're gonna stop. They're gonna be like, hell no. What the fuck? I'm not spending 4 hours to edit a video that I put my heart and soul into and only 3 niggas look at it. 3 niggas, my mama, my daddy, and me. No, fuck no. I'm not doing that. But look, that is the part of the process. That is a part of the start, bro. You have to go through, everybody had to go through that. Every single YouTuber you ever known had to go through that. It's just the rite of passage, bro. You have to go through that phase. You're gonna get to the point where it's gonna be, well, you know, instead of 3, it's gonna be 4, you know, and then it'll be 5, 6. But you just gotta keep going and hone your craft. Keep going, keep grinding, improve with every single video. Like, you look at your last video and be like, okay, this could have been better. The lighting was ass here. My mic was trash. It was staticky. I should fix that. This turned off at like a minute into the video. I need to fix that. This could have cut better. Every single video you need to be doing that. This should have been better. This should have been better. This should have been better. Never be satisfied with a video. Never. You should never be satisfied with a video. There should always be something that you could work on. Always. Always be something you could work on, nigga. You should never leave a video being like, I think this video was perfect, because it wasn't. It was not perfect. And somebody will tell you. Somebody will easily tell you it was not perfect. Somebody will be quick to tell you your video not true, especially when you start getting up there. People will be like, yeah, this shit was ass. Blah, 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 this, and this. Like, your lighting was ass here. Why was it focusing for no reason? What the hell are you doing? Try to improve with every single video you put out, bro. It's hard. It's so hard when you're starting off. Because you looking at every single person like, damn, he got like 20 million subscribers and he just putting out a video. And you just got to stop comparing yourself. What they say, comparison thief of joy or whatever the hell. You got to stop doing that, bro. Because that's going to deter you from doing what you got to do. You might be the funniest nigga ever getting 2 views a video. And that's just how it is. And you're going to look at another nigga, he going to be getting 100K each video and his shit's unedited as fuck. He's not that funny to you. He's like, he's ugly as fuck to you. Like, he's all these things to you. And you wondering why, damn, why he getting so much success? Why so many people liking his shit? Why so many people commenting on his shit? He's established. And once once you get to the point where you realize that it's not about you compared to other people, it's about you compared to yourself. You gotta be the only person that compares to you. You gotta believe that shit in here, dog. You gotta believe. If you don't believe it in here, nobody else gonna believe you. People can see the confidence through the screen, nigga. People can see it. Even if you not gonna ever be shit. Like, you probably not gonna be shit. If you sound like it, if you look like it, people gonna pick up on that. People like, bro, off my last video, the 500, that video had mad aura. I started the video off, bro, I was going down my past and all this shit. Showing my come up. I came in that bit with a suit. I'm smiling, I'm dancing, I'm laughing. I'm saying I'm gonna be the greatest ever. Niggas are looking at that. They're like, damn, this nigga might be. He might. Damn, I'm rooting for him. People want to root for you, bro, but you gotta root for yourself first. You gotta root for yourself first. Nobody gonna root for you if you're not rooting for yourself, bro. Let's get to drugs real quick, because this is only for my drug addicts out there. Everybody else that don't do drugs, this is where y'all can click off the video. Thank you. I hope you subscribe. I love you. This has been Joe. It's JoeBN. It's Joe. Okay. So this is drugs, right? It's okay to do drugs. And look, this gonna sound crazy. There's hella YouTubers out there that use weed, and let's just talk about weed. There's hella YouTubers out there that smoke hella weed, and you can tell them niggas are smoking weed on their content. And that's how they kind of like be themselves in a way. It's gonna sound crazy, but it is okay if you feel like the weed or the alcohol or whatever you use, fentanyl, Molly, Percocets, whatever. If you feel like that's gonna make you be your best self on camera, do it. There's no shame in that, bro. Just do it. Fuck it. Like, look, if you need to smoke weed, whatever, that's like, you're gonna chill out and you're not gonna be as nervous, you're not gonna be as anxious. Do it. Abuse the drugs. Just do it. Hella people do it. There's so many people, and you don't gotta tell nobody you're doing it. Just do it. There's so many people, there's so many big content creators. We know they high as fuck. We know they on drugs. Like, come on. A lot of these niggas, they on drugs, bro. Like steroids, like opioids. They on drugs, bro. Just do the drugs. Like, it's okay. That's gonna make you not nervous. That's gonna make you more confident. That's gonna put the best possible content out there for the people. Just do it, bro. Fuck it. If you were looking at that weed and you was thinking, damn, no, I wanna be authentic. I don't wanna smoke weed while I do content. Bro, you still authentic, bro. That's just authentically weeded up. That you authentically high. That's it. Like, it's the same shit. Like, look, it's the same shit. Last bullet point I had before I get the fuck out of here. All numbers matter. And this is kind of, I don't know why this bullet points at the end, but I kind of wanted to drive home something I've always been saying. I don't care if it's 1 view. I don't care if it's like 2 likes, because that's what you're gonna be getting at the beginning. You're gonna be getting 2 likes, 1 view. Bro, cherish that shit, bro. Cherish it, bro. Look, you gonna get 1 view, 2 views. You should be happy about that, bro. Because that's somebody watching your content, dog. You don't understand. You did all of this work. You did all this work on the edit. You did all this work on recording, putting on a show, whatever you do. And you got 1 or 2 people that looked at it. Or like, you got a person that went out of their way to like it. That's crazy. People need to appreciate the small stuff more. All the numbers matter, because that's gonna build. That's the foundation. That's gonna build and build and build and build. So appreciate it all, bro. Appreciate the grind. Appreciate the steps. Appreciate everything. That's really, I mean, look, that's all I got to say at this time. For anybody that was expecting anything grand, nothing grand for this one. I told y'all in the last video, I said next video, I mean, not next video. The 1K video is going to be the grand video. That's going to be the next grand video. I'm thinking about doing a cooking show. I'm thinking maybe I should do a cook-off. Me and somebody make the same dish, or like we have to both, I don't know. We got to like make a dish or something and we try each other's dish. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it. I mean, look, that's it. I ain't really had much to say. I just want y'all to continue to follow your dreams. Do your dreams, man. By the next milestone, somebody better be working towards doing what they want to do, bro. Follow your dreams. The end of the day, the message is always follow your dreams. Don't let people deter you from that, and do what you gotta do by any means necessary. Do what you gotta do to succeed, bro. We not on this earth for long, bro. You don't got a lot of time. Time is your enemy, as I always say. You gotta make the most of it, bro. Make the most of it following your dreams, man. Chase the bag. It's not always about the bag, obviously. Chase your goals, chase your dreams, whatever. Yeah, man, it's been your boy JoeBN. As always, thank you guys for 600. 700 next, you know what I'm saying? 700 next. What? 700. 700 will be back with another message for the people, for the TV screen. Yeah. It's been your boy JoeBN, man. Hey, if this is your first time watching the video, subscribe, you know, as always, leave a like. You got something to say? Leave a comment. Been your boy Joe B in the back is nerve, black is Joey B, black is nerve. Peace out.